Hello, how do you do today? We will learn about how to find the volume of right prisms and right circular cylinder. Solid Geometry 3. Volume of right prisms and right circular cylinders. Look at all the things around us. Can you see geometrical shapes like spheres, cones, pyramids and cylinders? Geometrical concept is very important in construction and engineering sectors because all designs of buildings and machines are based on the basic geometric shapes. When designing buildings, architects normally make use of various solid geometrical shapes as their basic units of design. These can be seen in the Sultan Salahuddin Mosque in Shah Alam. Solid geometrical shapes are also seen in packages, bottles, and other types of containers. Geometry was founded by a Greek mathematician named Euclid 295 BC. He was the first to logically and systematically arrange geometry in the form of definition and theories. Can you name all the solid geometrical shapes? A. Cone. B. Cube. C. Pyramid. D. Sphere. E. Cuboid. And F. Cylinder. Let's learn to derive the formula for the volume of prisms. A prism is a solid which has two parallel and congruent faces of polygons. A right prism is a prism where the two end faces are polygons and the other faces are rectangular. It has an axis which is perpendicular to the center of its base. If we are given the right prism, how are we going to calculate the volume of the prism? If A is the base area of a right prism, and h is its height or length, then the volume of the right prism is given as volume of a prism equals to base area times height, or V equals to A times h. V equals AH. Example 1. Calculate the volume of the prism. Given A equals to 38 cubic centimeters and H equals to 12 centimeters. Volume of the prism equals to base area times height equals to 38 square centimeters times 12 centimeters equals to 456 cubic centimeters. The volume of a prism, V equals AH. By making H the subject of the formula, we get H equals to V over A. Thus, the height of a prism can be calculated if V and A are given. Example 2. A right prism has a volume of 353.4 cubic centimeters and a base area of 57 square centimeters. Calculate the height. Given V equals to 353.4 cubic centimeters and A equals to 57 square centimeters, H equals to V over A equals to 353.4 over 57 equals to 6.2 centimeters. The height of the prism is 6.2 centimeters. The volume of a prism V equals to AH. By making A the subject of the formula, we get A equals to V over H. Thus, the base area of a prism can be calculated if V and H are given. Example 3. A prism has a volume of 483 cubic centimeters and a height of 11.5 centimeters. Calculate its base area. Given V equals to 483 cubic centimeters and H equals to 11.5 square centimeters, A equals to V over H equals to 483 over 11.5 equals to 42 centimeters. The base area of the prism is 42 square centimeters. Solving problems involving the volume of prisms. Example 4. A container which is in the shape of a triangular prism has a height of 25 centimeters and a base area of 40 square centimeters is filled with soya milk. Find the volume of the soya milk when the container is full. Stage 1. Understanding the problem. Given dimension of the container, height equals to 25 centimeters and base area equals to 40 square centimeters. Find the volume of soya milk. Stage 2. Devising the strategy. Use the formula V equals to AH. Stage 3. Carrying out the strategy. A equals to 40 square centimeters. H equals to 25 centimeters. V equals to A times H equals to 40 times 25 equals to 1000 cubic centimeters. Stage 4. Checking the answer. Given the base area of the container is 40 cubic centimeters and height is 35 centimeters, calculate the volume of the container. Using the formula V equals AH, we can calculate the volume by multiplying the base area and the height. So, V equals to 40 times 35 equals to 1400 cubic centimeters. Cylinders and right cylinders. A right circular cylinder has an axis which is perpendicular to the two circular faces. If we are given a right cylinder, how are we going to calculate the volume of the cylinder? If R is the radius of the circular base of a right cylinder and H is its height, then the volume of the cylinder is given as volume equals to base area times height, V equals to pi r squared H. Example 4. A cylinder has a radius of 9 millimeters and a height of 21 millimeters. Calculate the volume of the cylinder. Take pi equals to 22 over 7. Volume of the cylinder equals to pi r squared H equals to 22 over 7 times 9 squared times 21 equals to 5,346 cubic millimeters. The volume of the cylinder is V equals to pi r squared H. By making H the subject of the formula, we get H equals to V over pi r squared. Thus, the height of the cylinder can be calculated if V and R are given. Example 5. A cylinder has a base of radius 8 centimeters and a volume of 2,816 cubic centimeters. Calculate its height. Take pi equals to 22 over 7. Given V equals to 2,816 cubic centimeters and R equals to 8 centimeters. H equals to V over pi R squared equals to 2,816 over 22 over 7 times 8 squared equals to 14 centimeters. The volume of the cylinder is V equals to pi R squared H. By making R the subject of the formula, we get R squared equals to V over pi H. So, R equals to the square root of V over pi H. Thus, the radius of a cylinder can be calculated if V and H are given. Example 6. The volume and height of a cylinder are 792 cubic centimeters and 7 centimeters respectively. Calculate the radius of its base. Take pi equals to 22 over 7. Given V equals to 792 cubic centimeters and H equals to 7 centimeters. R equals to the square root of V over pi H equals to 792 over 22 over 7 times 7 equals to 6 centimeters. The radius of the base of the cylinder is 6 centimeters. Solving problems involving right cylinders. Example 7. A cylindrical tin is filled with sand to a height of 11 centimeters. The base radius of the tin is 8 centimeters. Find the volume of the sand in the cylindrical tin. Take pi equals to 3.14. Stage 1. Understanding the problems. Given height equals to 11 centimeters, radius equals to 6 centimeters. Find the volume of the sand. Stage 2. Devising a strategy. Use the formula V equals to pi R squared H. Stage 3. Carry out the strategy. V equals to pi R squared H equals to 3.14 times 8 times 8 times 11 equals to 2,210.56 cubic centimeters. Stage 4. Checking the answer. Taking pi equals to 3.14, R equals to 8 and H equals to 11. So, V equals to 3.14 times 8 times 8 times 11 equals to 2,210.56 cubic centimeters. That's all for today. Thank you and goodbye.